Hi everyone, I am Kylie Fan and welcome back to my channel. Prepare from your side so that you can be ready for any opportunities that come along the way. Australian permanent residency is not luck. It comes to people who have a strategy. So take care of your dreams. Fight through the loneliness. If you are new here, I'm an international student in Australia on the way to permanent residency through Work Visa 482. On this channel, I document my real journey and sharing my real experience from being an international student to getting sponsored and building financial freedom here in Australia. I'm here to help other international students develop the right mindset and build their dream life in Australia. Alright, and let's jump up into today's video. From my perspective, most international students in Australia fall into two groups. Group 1. Qualification seekers. These are people who want a degree abroad to improve their career. They may or may not stay. Some already have careers in their home country, and studying overseas help them increase their income. Others may have a family business to return to. And Group 2, migration pathway students. These are people who already have a clear intention to study, find a job, and then eventually settle in Australia. Maybe they love the lifestyle or they're looking for better opportunities, but the goal is long-term or PR, permanent residency. No matter what group you are in, you still need a visa to stay in Australia. First to study and then for the work right. That's why it's so important for you to understand the mistakes that can destroy your chances of staying here, especially if you're planning to go through sponsorship like 482 or any long-term pathway. Quick disclaimer, everything I share in this video is based on my real experience, my mindset, and my strategy. It's not migration or legal advice, so always speak to your registered agent before making any decision. The mistakes that I'm about to share with you are the mistakes that I've seen people make for years, and then suddenly their visa gets refused or cancelled, or they have to leave the country. Leave Australia. So really pay attention. Mistake number 1. Studying without a plan. This is the biggest one. A lot of students choose courses based on what's cheap, what's easy, or what their friends are doing. But they don't ask themselves, what is my goal in Australia? How does this course help me get there? If you're a purely qualification seeker, then yes, you can choose any degree in any field, as long as it generally supports your career progression and makes sense to your background. But if your goal is to stay in Australia, you have to be strategic. Don't just study for the qualification. Choose courses linked to the skill shortage, like cookery, patisserie, nursing, IT, childcare. These can open pathways like temporary graduate visa 485, skill migration pathway, or employer sponsorship visa like 482. If your course doesn't align with your goals or bring you closer to them, so then you're just wasting your time. Mistake number 2. Course hopping with no clear reason. I've seen people go from business, then hospitality, then community services, then some random diplomas. And every time they say, I just want to try something new. But from migration's perspective, they think that you are not serious. You are just trying to stay. And this can affect your future visa, especially under the genuine student's requirement. Changing course is okay, but it must make sense. Migration wants to see a clear, logical pathway. Your study should build on previous experience and lead to a real career outcome, not just another visa. Mistake number 3. Waiting too late to think about sponsorship. This one is very dangerous. I've seen many international students start thinking about sponsorship when their visa is about to expire or when they panic. But by then, it's often too late. Employers don't just sponsor you suddenly. Employers sponsor people who have worked for them, proven themselves, and built trust over time. Sponsorship is not a last-minute decision. It's something you build over months or even years. Mistake number 4. Working jobs that don't build your future. I understand that we all need money, but if you spend years working in jobs that don't build skills or connect to your pathway, then you get stuck. For sponsorship, employers looking for relevant experience, consistent working hours on payslip, and qualification related to the role. A qualification alone is not enough. Without real experience, it's really hard for you to find any sponsorship offer. Mistake number 5. Not choosing the right industry. This is something that people barely talk about. Some industries in Australia barely sponsor or have too much competition. If your goal is to stay in Australia, so you have to be very smart about industry choice. You have to work in the industries where employers need workers, like hospitality, early childhood, trades, childcare, nursing, blah, blah, blah. Mistake number 6. Not building a strong relationship with your employer. If you are aiming for 482 visa, listen carefully. Your employer is everything, not your agent, not your qualification, not your visa. It's your employer. You need to show commitment, build your skills, and be reliable to them. Sponsorship is a business decision. If they don't trust you, they won't invest in you. If your boss doesn't see long-term values in you, they won't sponsor you. Mistake 7. Ignoring visa condition. This includes working over allowed hours, not attending classes, not making satisfactory progress, or breaking visa rules. Even if it feels smart, like one extra shift or skipping a few classes, is not small to immigration. Under the student visa, Visa 500, conditions are strict for a reason. System track your attendance, your enrollment, and your work limits. And the scary part is, you might not feel the impact now, but later, when you apply for another visa, like 482 or sponsorship visa, it can come back. One small mistake can follow you for years. So don't let it destroy your future by taking an extra shift or skipping your classes. Mistake number 8. No clear long-term direction. If someone asks you, what's your plan in Australia, and you don't have an answer, that is a problem. Because immigration looks at your intent. Everything should connect. Your study, your work experience, and your future visa plan. It should tell one clear story. For example, I'm studying patisserie, working for bakeries, and seeking for sponsorship. That makes sense. But if your plan looks random, it raises questions, and it makes your visa harder to justify. Mistake number 9. Relying on luck or agent. A lot of students think my agent handles everything. And yes, agents can help, but no one cares about your future than you do. Some agents focus on quick enrollments or short-term solutions, not your long-term pathway. If you don't understand what you are studying, why you are studying it, and where it leads, you are putting your future in someone else's hands. At the end of the day, you are responsible for your visa, not your agent. If something goes wrong, immigration will hold you accountable. I'm sharing this not to scare you, but to wake you up early, because I've seen too many people realize these things too late, and I don't want you to be part of them. If you're serious about staying in Australia, you need strategy, direction, not just hope. And on this channel, I'm going to keep sharing my real journey, my real experience, how I do everything step by step and building a life in Australia. If this video helped you, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow my journey. And comment below what stage you are at in your journey. I love to hear from you. And I'll see you guys in the next video.